If you're planning a birthday party for an ice cream lover, then this cute ice cream cake topper is just perfect. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the best of your cutting machines and become your own designer. And today we're going to make this 8-layered ice cream cake topper in Cricut Design Space using my ice cream alphabet. There's lots of other alphabets if you want to use another theme, and we've also put a happy birthday round the top with the curve tool. What will you need? You're going to need all of your colours. I've chosen a blue backing to represent the sky, as we've got a sunshine in the alphabet. The top of the lollies, I've done chocolate on both of them. It's like a glossy paper that just gives it that gloss to the chocolate. And then I've chose different colours for my ice creams. The red is glitter card and the white is glitter card. And there's 8 colours in all. You can choose any colours you want to choose. There is a full alphabet set and full number set. So you can do alphabet letters, numbers. You can put names round instead of happy birthday. You could do a split monogram and split it. I will drop a tutorial to show you how to do that below. It really is your choice. And that's the great thing about making your own cake toppers. You've got so much flexibility. So you're going to need your cardstock. You're going to need some straws. I've used Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue and sticky pads. I've got small sticky pads and larger ones which I've cut up, and some scissors, and obviously your Cricut machine. I'll drop the link for the free alphabet below so you can grab that, and I'll see you over on Cricut Design Space, and we're going to upload our letter or number, whatever you want to upload, and get layering. Right, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. So I've uploaded quite a few numbers and letters because I'm using them for another project, but we're just going to grab the number 8, which is the number we're making the cake topper with. So we're going to size it to a size that we're comfortable working with. You can resize it correctly after, but it's all about having a workspace you're happy to work on. Then we're going to duplicate the number 8. So I'm going to colour my first layer. So I'm just going to click on the colour picker and change that to white because I can start to see the colours build up then. Then I'm going to go to the second layer and remove the contour. So I'm removing the sun and one of the contours in the ice lolly and click apply. Now I do go back and remove the ice lolly one because it didn't work for me, but for now that's how I've done it. So you'll see at the end what I do to rectify that. So I've changed that yellow and I've duplicated that layer. Now it's important to duplicate the layer you've just contoured. So now we're going to do the chocolate layer, and we're going to do the top layers of both lollies, and we're going to make those chocolate. Duplicate that. Pop that to the back, and we're going to make that brown because that's the chocolate layer. Then we're going to go back to that layer and remove a contour. So we're going to take out another stripe and the main body of the other lolly. So that's going to be a red layer. So I'm going to click apply, change my colour to red so I can see that works. Now I haven't duplicated that, but I've got to duplicate that yet before I move it to the back. If like me, you've moved it to the back and forgot, just duplicate it, making sure that you duplicate the right layer because you've always got to contour your last contoured layer or it just doesn't work. So I've removed another colour, click apply, and then I'm going to make this my orange layer. So again, head up to the colour box and choose a colour. And I know that we're not cutting them in the colour, but it just helps me when I'm cutting it see what colour card I need. So that's not at the back. I'm going to drag that down to the back. And there you go. You can see it now and you can see it building up. So the next layer is going to be the lolly stick. So this is just going to be a beige. So again, I just put the colour in so that I can see. So once I've got my colour, I'm going to click on the contour tool and just get rid of the contours of the ice lolly and click apply. And I'm starting to get used to clicking apply these days because it's taken me a while to get used to. So again, pop it behind, drag it to the bottom so you can see it. And now we're going to do our back layer. So we're going to click on the contour tool and we're going to hide all layers or all contours and then take the insides out again of the 8 because you can see there that I've closed them all. So open those up, click apply, and then I'm going to go up and choose my colour, and I want a blue colour for this to match the sky. So again, pop it in and drag it to the back. And once it's at the back, we're almost ready to go. But this is where I look at it and think, I don't like the yellow, I want to change the yellow. And to do that, I'm going to duplicate the top white layer because we need to put another layer in between because the yellow is the third layer. So I'm going to go into that, and the layer that's yellow, I'm just going to remove the contour on that layer and change the colour. And you can see there that what that's done is that's put another layer in between the white and the yellow. I'll just drag that white to the top and you'll see that that has now made a pink layer. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of layers there, but you can use less. But for me, it works to put lots of colours in, and I think that's the difference when you get a great cake topper that's really colourful. I want to add a happy birthday, so I'm going to go into the text tool and type happy birthday. I think I already know that I'm going to use my favourite font, which is Love and Beach. So I'm going to go into the text tool at the top where it says Cricut Sans. You're going to click on that, and then you've got the Cricut fonts, which you can see. You can scroll down, you can filter that for free ones, or go on system. I'm going to search Love and Beach because I just love that font. Then you're going to go up to the top where it says 5 more, and then you want to click on effects, and you want to click the curve tool, and you want to curve it so that it fits round, because what we're going to do is we're going to curve it round and make a bit of a frame for it to sit on the top of the letter. So I'm just resizing it and dragging it till it's almost where I want it to be. Then I can make a frame for my words to sit on, because I don't want to cut them out individually. I can't bear faffing about with individual letters. So if they've got a little frame to sit on, you can just pop the frame on. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to move my letter 8 out of the way, and I'm going to go into the shapes bar and grab a circle. And this is how I'm going to make my frame. So just grab my circle, close it up again, and we're going to drag this bigger so that it fits the contour of the letters. So what's really important here is that the letters are going to be attached to it. You've got to make sure that every letter is touching your circle. And when you're happy, you're going to right click and weld it together. But before you do that, duplicate your circle, because you're going to need that. So right click, select all, and weld. Then what we're going to do is pull our circle back in. We'll change the colour so we can see it, and we're going to slide it inside and reduce it so that we're creating almost a little bit of a frame. I'm going to select all and slice that out. And once you've done that, get rid of your debris, go back into the shapes bar and get a box, a square, and you're just going to hover over the corner to drag it round, drag it bigger, and you're going to take the ends off of that. And once we've got the ends off, we'll colour it, and then we might add a bit of decoration on it as well. So I'm just going to do it so that you've got a little bit of space on the end to add something to it. Select all and slice. And again, get rid of the debris. I've coloured it blue. Now I'm going to go into the shapes bar, and I'm going to grab some shapes. I think I'll use a star, so I'll get rid of the others. Pop the star, make it smaller, pop it on the end, duplicate it so that we've got one exactly the same size. Just going to turn it round slightly. Duplicate it, pop it on the other end, and then select all and weld. And that's just finished it off and give it a little bit of detail and makes it look like it's not just going to be plonked on, because you've got stars on the end to decorate it. Now you can pop that in position and decide on a colour. And I've decided on yellow in the end, so we went for yellow and sent it to cut. So I've saved it, sized it to the size that I wanted, and here it is on the mat ready to go. So my top layer is going to be glitter cardstock. So I'm going to set it on glitter cardstock settings and on more. And here we are cutting out our first layer. So we've got 8 layers to this project. So it's not a mega quick project, but they're not hugely detailed files, so it shouldn't take that long to cut. So I'm not going to cut or show you cutting every layer because that's just boring. But I will see you at the end when we've got all of our ice lolly cake topper layers all ready to build into our cake topper. And we've got all of our layers cut out. I've got some straws. I haven't decided what colour straw yet. I've got my glue, Cosmic Shimmer, and some sticky pads. I'm not sure if I'm going to glue this yet because it's quite a fine file. We're going to work backwards. So I'm going to sticky pad this one actually, the first few layers, and then the top ones I'm probably not going to. And that will give us just a little bit of depth. So using the smaller ones, that should do it. Just going to pick it up to line it up. And there's our first layer. And you don't have to do every layer with sticky pads, and the reason you don't have to is because you don't need to get the lift on everything. So this is just for the handles of the ice lollies, so they don't really need to be as detailed. I'll pop that in there. And the great thing about this Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue is it's got a bit of a shift to it, so you've got a few seconds before it dries. So you've got your depth here, but you don't need it on the straws. So the next layer is the red. So that's the first layer of our ice lolly. I might just put sticky pads on this one. So I'm cutting them in half just so that they go a little bit further, and they just don't need to be this big. Then I'm going to just pop some mini ones, just using my hook to pick them up because I find that so much easier. I know that layered cake toppers take a bit more of an effort, but they do look really good, so it's just so worth the effort. I'm going to just make sure I line that up as well as possible. That sunshine's a bit of a swine to line up. There you go, so I've got my layer there. This is my chocolate layer. I'm not going to lift the chocolate layer because it's a really thin, glossy material, so I don't think it'll stand really very well on sticky pads. And I use this colour because it has got a glossy finish to it, and I think for chocolate you need that. So I'm going to pop that on, my little chocolate layer. This does dry clear, this glue, but obviously at the same time I want to make sure that I wipe off any excess. Then we've got our next layer, which is our yellow layer. So if you look at that, you don't need to lift that layer, and it's just about thinking about all your layers, because the peach layer's been lifted, you've got the brown layer in between, so this layer will go straight on top nicely. And again, that brown, I don't know how well that will stick to the sticky pads, and you've got to think about that when you're working with different types of material. So now the next layer is our pink layer, but the problem is now that we're getting to very thin material, which makes it harder to layer up. And again, when you look, you just don't need to because of the layers in between and how it works on the lolly. And usually on things like this, 1 or 2 layers of sticky pads is enough. If you feel that this is a bit thin to work with, actually it'll be fine when it's all built, but it's just the gluing stage is a pain, then you can add an offset and make them a bit chunkier. I'm just going to spread that round there, not on the front obviously. Pop that on. The last layer, which is our glitter layer, and it's just about getting enough glue on that it will stick, but not too much that it leaks everywhere. So what we've got now is our happy birthday, so we're going to pop that on there. I'm going to just put the glue on the back here. And I think it really worked putting the stars on the back. Because it gave it some definition. And then we can flip it over, and I don't know what colour straw to use, I think a pink. Flip it over and we're going to put a straw on it. So the problem we've got here is you've got your number. So we're going to cut it in half and do 2. One at this side and one at this side. So you can use cake dough for this. But straws work really, really well actually. They leave that to dry for a minute. And there we've got, we're not going to see that because that's going to be inside our cake. And I just feel like there's something missing on there. So I'm going to grab some diamonds. And I've got these little red star diamonds, which are really cute. So they're going to go and that just finishes off our number 8 Ice lolly, cake topper. How cute is that? And how did you find that? It's such an easy way to make layered cake toppers. And just the great thing about my alphabet and number sets is that you can create a layered cake topper all within the letter or number. And we've got so much choice. I'm going to drop the link below to all of the alphabets that I've got in SVG form so that you can choose an alphabet for every theme. And I think I've got most themes covered. If you think there's one missing, do let me know. Please let me know in the comments how you got on, how you found using the contour tool, because it's all about mastering the contour tool. Once you can master contouring, you can make anything into a layered cake topper or file. So thank you so much for crafting along with me. Don't forget to get your free alphabet. I will see you next time, and happy crafting.